Alright guys, so welcome to my YouTube channel. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. I don't know anything about it yet. I just know last year my New Year's resolution was to start a YouTube channel and I didn't do it. So we're going to do it this year. I'm just going to pick up the camera and record and let's just go from there. So first video, I'm going to show you guys a tour of my 3D print, my little 3D print farm. So let's take a look. It is in my basement in the back unfinished area. So let's just turn this around, and here is a nice wide shot of it. So let's just go ahead and let's start over here. So over here I have 4 A1 mini printers. The top 2 up here have the combo and the bottom 2 do not, so those are just single color. These are multicolor. I printed out these supports for to put the AMS light on top, which is pretty nice. I'll have that linked down in the description on MakerWorld. Okay, so moving on from the A1 minis, we have this P1P over here, which is supposed to be a dual AMS machine to print more than 4 colors. However, I don't really print more than 1 or 2 colors at a time. So I'm kind of thinking about just swapping that AMS over to a different printer. But the idea of it was that it has 2 AMSs to the 1 printer, and then it has a chute that goes down here because many colors would make a lot of waste. So it's really easy. The poop chute never gets clogged or anything like that. But the reality is I just don't really use usually more than 2 colors, maybe 3 sometimes. So it's kind of not really worth it to have this, but we'll see what I end up doing with it. And the printers aren't running right now because it's first thing in the morning. This one's just running. It's a prototype that I'm doing, so I had to resize it a little bit and then get it on the build plate. But anyway, then to the left here, we have 6 Bambu Lab P-series printers. Let me just turn this light on real quick. So we have 6 P-series printers. The top 3 are P1Ps, just single color, and the bottom 3 are P1S combos, each with an AMS. And each set of 3 are hooked up to these CyberPower 1500 volt UPSs. And then there's one down there. And then I also forgot to mention that the A1 minis are hooked up to this little APC UPS, because these things draw like no power, so you can put 4 of these on a little 600 volt. But these ones I put on a little bit nicer ones, 3 on the bottom and then 3 on the top. So that's kind of like the meat and potatoes of the farm, where a lot of the printing gets done, is those 6 printers right there. Then over to the left, I have the Prusa XL 5 tool head, which right now I'm replacing the hot end on tool head number 2. Otherwise, the printer works great and everything. I know it looks like really messed up and taken apart, but it's just the second tool head I need to replace the hot end on. So I'm waiting on the pieces from Prusa because I don't have any replacements for the full hot end assembly. I just have these extra nozzles here. Can't do much with those without the hot end. But yeah. Then I have the Bambu P2S combo. I really like this printer. The only thing about it is on startup it draws a ton of power because they made it so that the build plate heats up in like 5 seconds. So if you connect one of these things to a UPS, it's pretty much going to max out the UPS while it's heating up. Now it only lasts about 20 seconds, but if you know anything about UPSs, they beep really loud when they're at their max voltage, and it's just really annoying. So I actually took this one off of the UPS and just hope that there's no power outages while I'm printing. Then over here, I have an H2D combo. So this one is the H2D with the AMS2 and also the AMS HT, which is really nice for, this printer's really nice for dual color printing specifically. It is almost, if not as fast as the Prusa XL for 2 colors. Anything more than that and the Prusa is gonna work a lot faster, but for 2 colors specifically, the H2D is actually really good, and I really like it. It's a great printer. It's a bigger form factor than the P-series printers, which is great. It's not quite as big as the Prusa XL, so this is kind of like my everything printer. If no other printer can do it, then the Prusa XL probably can. And then the last printer that I have down here is a FlashForge Adventure 5M, and this thing for 180 bucks is a beast. I really like it. I don't use it a lot, but I use it mainly for PETG prints. I just don't really like the filament swapping process on it, and also the fact that I have to put it on the floor because I have nowhere else to put it. Kind of makes it a pain to get to, but when I do use it, it's a great printer, especially for like 180 bucks. I think I had some Amazon cash back, so it was only like 120 bucks or something like that in reality. Great printer. I just don't use it a lot because I have my other printers. And then over here, I have these little cheap rolling carts that have my Bambu reusable spools on them. And then also these parts for another poop chute, kind of like the one that I have over there. These are all the parts for it. I'm gonna put one on the P2S eventually. That will lead down to this box under the H2D, which I also have one of those poop chutes on. So yeah, then over here, I have all of my filament. I offer a lot of different colors in my store. The ones on top are kind of just like accent colors for certain products, ones that I don't really use every day, just ones that I need for certain products when they get ordered. And then down here, these are like the main colors. These are like the main basic colors of like the rainbow and black, white, gray, and stuff like that. And then over here to the left, I have my PETG. I don't use tons of PETG, but when I do, I only offer it in about 4 or 5 different colors. So I have that here on this shelf, not too much of it. Down here, we have like more specialty colors, like the gold, silver, copper. And then down here, I have clear. I have like other specialty filaments like clear, and then like sparkly stuff like Galaxy Black, Marble. And then I added these 2 colors recently, Galaxy Purple and Galaxy Green. So this is kind of like the specialty color shelf and PETG. And then on top here, I have a Sunlu S4 that I put PETG in, and I let it run on maintenance mode. And then over here, I just kind of have a miscellaneous shelf of a couple miscellaneous filaments and stuff like that. This is a bunch of replacement parts, mostly for Bambu, and then like an LED light, just some random stuff. And then just some extra pieces here of things that I have printed. I don't keep a lot of stuff in stock. I kind of mostly do print on demand. And then I also have this, it's called like a skybox filament, keeps filament dry or something. I really don't use it. I actually moved recently, that's why it's full of filament. Otherwise there would probably be no filament in here. It's kind of a waste of money for me personally. I think it's a good product, but I don't really use it. I use PETG, and most of the time, whatever I need is in that S4 and ready to go. So yeah, otherwise, I just have this Craftsman toolbox, which has all my tools for not only 3D printing and repairing the 3D printers, but also like household stuff as well. So you can see up here, I actually have a Gridfinity system in here. This is mostly stuff for 3D printing. This is other stuff for just anything. This one's kind of empty. It has some nozzles and stuff in there. This one's empty. And then this one has some screwdrivers and stuff like that. And then down there is like all the big tools and stuff like that. And then also like accessories for my 3D printers. This one's like a bunch of adhesives and stuff to like add to prints when they're done, like felt lining or like rubber pads, stuff like that. And then otherwise here I just have, this is kind of where I put stuff when it gets done and when it's getting ready to go out. And then over here in the middle, I have a workbench. This is where I usually put stuff that needs to be put together, like it comes off the printer and then it needs to be put together. Right now I'm building this SpongeBob, just kind of a display piece for myself. Just thought it was kind of funny, but yeah, over here, this is where I like kind of put stuff together, I like use glue and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it. Otherwise, I have this corner over here is for just general storage. It's not really anything 3D printing related. Again, we kind of just moved here, so we got to find out where to put certain stuff. And over here is my little photo station. I have a big photo box. These are all the colors that I offer. I kind of just finished making a new color palette picture for all my listings. So that's all those. And then I have this huge 40-gallon trash can, which I would recommend to anybody. I have it on wheels. Really good for a 3D print farm. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the farm tour. I do about, in revenue, I would say about 150,000 a year, and I've been at it for about three years now at this point. Steadily growing a little bit, you know, like 10% year over year. I'm gonna really try to increase that this year in 2026. Right now, the only platforms I sell on are Etsy and eBay. And like I said, about 150,000 in revenue, not profit. This year, I'm gonna try expanding a lot more, and I'm gonna make tons of videos about it. I'm gonna make a lot of videos about my process. I'm gonna make a lot of videos about, you know, showing off like my computer where I work and my shipping station, giving general tips on 3D printing and starting a 3D printing business. All that type of stuff is gonna come. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. Like I said, this video is just kind of off the cuff. I promised myself last year I would do this and I didn't, so I figure January 2nd, it's pretty much the first day of the year because yesterday I took off. So I figured just whip out the camera and make something. So I hope you guys liked the tour of my 3D print farm, and I'll see you guys later.